Oh, hi! I found this limited unique clamshell game console over at Temu. But is that what I'll get? I mean, can you really trust listings? Especially now that the listing is missing. When I tried to go track it, I found that the seller had removed the listing. So I got the package in today. So let's open this up, find out, am I going to get what I think I am? Remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. But let's hop in and find out and open this package, which could be a really cool upcoming unique clamshell or a toy. Let's find out. Ah, nostalgia, reminiscing, remembering the things from one's youth, things that are now gone, things that old Fred intends to bring back, something like Toys R Us.
Are you kids ready for Christmas? Come to Fred's R Us where you can be a kid. I knew you would rescue my childhood.
I'm a Fred's Russ kid.
So come on down and meet Freddy the Ostrich, where you can get the best deals on... No, wait, that's not real. I don't own a toy store, and I do miss Toys R Us, although I heard they're kind of coming back. Hey, Deadheads, welcome to the channel. Or welcome to the channel for the first time, new Deadheads. Today, we're going to take a look at... All right, so let's find out. Did I get the clamshell? It certainly looks like a clamshell in the size of the box that I have here. So that part's encouraging. But I don't feel very confident that I'm going to get that unique looking clamshell that that I thought I was going to get. So far, just open this up early. We are getting we're getting an interesting looking handheld. As I take the trash bag off of it, this doesn't look exactly on the picture here of what I thought I was going to get, but we do have a foldable handheld game console, PSP game, and RS16. RS16. So, is this a clamshell that is coming from the RS people? Let's look at the back here. It's got, oh my God, it's got Limix. What's Limix? I don't know, but it's got Limix. An arcade 3326 now. If it really has that, that's going to be kind of good. A 3.5 inch 640 by 480 Mali G31, 1 gig of RAM, matching Ambernix flip handheld. 16 gig card. So far, 20 emulators, TF card, 3.5 inches resolution, arcade 33226. 33226. Okay. Let's open it and find out what exactly I got. I still feel a little bit like I'm not going to actually get what's in here, but let's find out, because this could be quite interesting, especially since the seller has removed the listing. This was for pre-order, and on the bottom here we do have a USB cord, so USB A to C cord. We have a manual, which is only in Mandarin, no English. Huh. And then we have the handheld. And whoa, this thing feels solid. Wow, okay. Really interesting. It feels pretty heavy. Almost like the 3.5XX. Oh man, that is a block. That is a block, guys. Wow. Oh man, look at the thickness of that. That is a thick old sucker right there. We got an interesting hinge. Let's see here. I got a 3.5XX SP. That is a thick boy. It's not as wide, but it is thicker. That is a fat boy. Look at that. Okay, so, but it feels solid. The plastic feels not so bad. There are no markings on this thing. Like this is a, I don't know, a handmade thing. I'm almost afraid to open this. This is pretty cool. These buttons, these trigger buttons. Let's start there. Okay, they work. They're not loud. Okay. We have a volume rocker on this side. We have USB-C and a headphone port. We have a single SD card slot. We have a reset button and a power button. Nothing on the back. Nothing on the top. Let's try opening this up. Oh my. Okay. All right, guys, this is the hinge. The hinge is stepless, so that's kind of nice. The hinge is holding. I don't know how good of a hinge this is, but if this is a 3326, this could be kind of good, except just immediately this thing is so thick. I mean, it is just like a thick boy. And I don't think that's because it has like some really good battery in it. And the oranges don't match, so that's kind of funny, but this matches. Let's try the buttons here. They're tiny, but they're not very loud. They feel okay, not bad at all. I gotta say the buttons feel okay. We have X, Y, A, B. They're not really well made though. I mean, you can barely see the lettering. This D-pad. Oh, it's soft. Ooh, but it does not pivot. Okay, D-pad feels very stiff, which means it could break in, but it's not pivoting real well. So far, not super impressed with this D-pad. And the sticks, they're pretty flush. Oh, those feel nice. Now the sticks feel nice. Are these? No, the caps don't come off. So these are, I think, switch style, but they feel pretty good. They have good tightness to them. We have a single speaker here, function, start and select, and we have this nice little design on this. This does look like a toy, kind of. I mean, but the hinge is pretty interesting so far. Not bad. Not a bad hinge. I gotta say, those are really nice and flat. I don't understand this design with this off color. It's not the same color. Be nice if it matched in the color, but it doesn't. And let's check this card out. I'm sure it's a generic card. Yeah. Oh, and it's just 32 gigs, huh? Look at that. Cowan. Okay, Cowan. So Cowan 32 gig card. So yeah. Overall, let me show you again with the 35XXSP. It's about that same, it's just thicker, about the same height, but thicker and not as wide. A little less wide. So opened up, and wow, yeah, you can really feel this hinge is way loose. This is a more stiff hinge. Not a bad hinge. I don't know if it'll hold up over time, but gotta say, I like the stepless of it. Got a big bezel here for 3.5 inch. These are both 3.5 inch, 640 by 480 supposedly. You can really tell the difference on this D-pad though. Ambernick does good with the D-pads, but the buttons aren't bad. They're just a little small. All right, after we get back, we'll boot this up and find out, is this a Rockchip 3326? What kind of software are we gonna get with this? And why is Temu no longer selling this after I purchased it? But I did get what I thought I bought. And by the way, I only paid $35 for this on Temu. Pretty good deal. We'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about today's sponsor, Aliexpress, and their huge sale that is starting this month on the 16th, their anniversary sale. That's right, Aliexpress is celebrating with a huge sale. And one of the products that you can pick up at a great price is this. Yes, Ambernick's new controller. We've been using this controller and testing it out. And yes, it's a crazy one that has the heartbeat sensor and it has the screen on it, but it's got great micro switches. It comes in an awesome color like this yellow, and it just hooks up and works. I was able to use the dongle to have it connect really quickly. I also tested it with Bluetooth. You can use it on a variety of items, and like Ambernick usual quality, it's really well made. Make sure you hit the links in the description below so you can save with the codes of the biggest sales of the year. We'd like to thank AliExpress for as always being our partner in this channel. Check it out, guys. Anyways, back to the show. All right, guys. So this arrived to me what I thought was dead. So I charged it for a little while, and I did get an indicator light on this showing that something was happening. After a while, though, I could not get this thing to boot up at all. I mean, it was completely just not doing nothing. Dead on arrival. I tried different chargers. I tried the charger it came with. Couldn't get it to do anything. So I decided, okay, let's at least open this thing up. And so we did open this up, and in inspecting the inside of this, I was able to verify that this is indeed a 3326, or at least that's what the chip looks like. Now, we've seen some of these fake CPUs before, but I tend to think that this probably actually is a 3326, and I'll tell you why. Because I was able to remove the battery and see that the battery had a loose cable on it. So I was able to fix that and get it booted up. However, I was greeted by another surprise. I had an ugly line running across the screen. It was still defective. So not only did it ship to me not booting up with a battery cable that was disconnected and then a screen that had an error on it. So I can't really give this a real kind of review of it because my unit is just busted. It's not correct. But as you can see from some video playing here, I was able to get it booted in. It does have a version of a normal looking emulation station, an Emulec. I do believe it's probably a 3326. It's probably the 3.5-inch screen we've seen on the Ambernick 35XXSP. And let me just tell you, on the hardware, it feels cheap, like a toy. After discounts and coupons and stuff, I got this for about $40, $45 maybe, somewhere in there. And they're not selling it now. It's not on there anymore. So I don't know if it's going to come back. I don't know who makes the RS line, RS dash. I think I've seen these before. But overall, if this can ship in a much better state, if they can get this out, the biggest issues with it is the D-pad is a little bit like not great. Sticks were surprisingly kind of good. The buttons were okay. Screen, I don't know, because the screen I got was busted. But if it's a normal screen we're used to, then it's very boring at 3.5 inches. But it's kind of, going to be a screen we're used to. And it's a clamshell. And I think the V90S with its all-winner 133p from Powkitty, it's missing sticks. And do you really need sticks? There are some use cases where sticks can come in handy, like N64, and this is going to play some N64 or Dreamcast. So I don't know. I don't really know if it's really that important to have sticks or not. I don't think that this is going to turn heads. If you end up one of these, if it's sold again, perhaps. But I ended up sending this back to Temu because it just was kind of dead on arrival and not worth it. I thought it looked cool in the pictures, and maybe they can figure out how to fix this or improve it. It's overall just a little kind of on the thick side, but it's, I think the Miyu is better for sticks. You want to flip with sticks, get the Miyu. Anyways, remember to hug your loved ones and love your hugged ones because tomorrow is never promised. We'll see you next time, Deadheads. Dead Fred out.